People who actually jerk off to OnlyFans. How is it different than other porn sites? Google big boob 2 trillion result. Why waste time say a lot word when few word do trick? What do you do with the time you save? Bing boob. Bada bing. Bada boob. I know the girl in person. Family support is always good to hear. Roll Tide. I'm glad so many people understand this. I have a friend that's on OnlyFans. Didn't even know it existed until I was talking to her about her porn career. How much does she make every month? Tree-fiddy. It was about that time I noticed the porn star was actually a 30-story tall monster from the Paleolithic era. So anyways I started blasting rope. I wouldn't subscribe to a pornster for obvious reasons. But I did see a couple girls that I went to high school with made an OnlyFans. I did subscribe to them because they are both hot and I wanted to see them naked LMAO. For $20 total. I'd say it was worth it. I'd pay $20 to fill that curiosity void. Am I a bad person if I first read this as that custody void? Only if I'm not a bad person for reading it as that custody void. Custody void. I should use a burner account but oh well. This girl on my Instagram is pretty awesome. Talked to her a lot about cars and things like that, and then she posted one day about her OnlyFans she was starting. She has a good amount of student loan debt and the money was going to go towards that. I was pretty lonely and thought what the hell, hate to admit it, but that's the truth. Turns out, she took requests for videos as well, so I asked for one. Nothing crazy, just a solo masturbation video. The video I got was better than porn because it was someone I knew that sent it to me and she wanted me to see it. Kind of had that intimate feeling to it. Plus, I knew that the person making it wasn't being treated like shit like what can happen in porn. While I've never used OnlyFans and don't care to, I've learned from personal experience that people are vastly more attractive if you know and like them already. People are vastly more attractive if you know and like them already. This is why I watch the same porn star until she feels like someone I know and like. Sad wank. There's also that feeling when you find a porn star that looks remarkably like someone you know. IRL. Happened twice for me. I support my sister. I can stop looking at Reddit for the day. I've reached the peak of the comment section. Yep, definitely peak comments. I think you'll roll the dice on YouTube now. Don't forget to have a JC Denton avatar. What a shame. Parents didn't give me attention as a kid, so it's cool that they don't mention my donation. r/harlop. Porn sites are like fast food, and OnlyFans is a home cooked meal. Bloody hell, I want to come for a home cooked meal at your house. Mine rarely comes with a gaping asshole. Actually, and a pink sock. Usually the girls are escorts, so I duck them in real life first then subscribe to their OnlyFans, so I can always remember them. Well, that's something new. Rie left answer in the thread. It's like some strategy that works for him. Pretty interesting. Best strategy for sleeping with the women you want, pay for it. It like the guy is some type of accidental genius. Most girls I'm subscribed to are also subscribed to my account and take a peek at my content. So it's pretty much almost like trading nudes rather than watching porn. Edit. To everyone who clicked on my profile, I was expecting more grossed out replies. Thank you for the surprisingly kind comments. I peeked at your content. I don't know what I expected. I also peeked to know what you were talking about and yeah. Should have expected it. But let me tell you sir, not bad. I didn't because I know it's gonna be close-ups of his darn Thunder Gun Express, no hesitation, no surrender, no man left behind. Plus, he hangs darn bladder in a 2049. You look lonely. Who's a good Joe? Imagine if you could talk to really weird and just say, hey, can you do one with this dragon dildo and paint your face? And she'd be like, sure hon. Whatever you like 3, and she blows a kiss for you. // underscore I'm Denial / underscore. Because you're such a good boy. They do live streams too. OnlyFans is just like Patreon, but for sex content. Lots of live streamers have one. Redditors that post in subs like Godwild can have one. Some live a stream, some don't. It's all just personal preference. Redditors that post in subs like Godwild can have one, we can. I'm going to create an OnlyFans so that for $5 a month, my 3 followers can watch me say snarky shit about Star Trek, video games, and make semi-funny remarks while browsing trashy ed sub. I feel better about the fact that I know the person in getting off to is compensated directly for their labor, rather than with free sites where a fair amount of the videos are stolen and reposted. Plus I like genuine amateur stuff. It's like paying a little extra for organic. Ick now? $5 a month, or whatever, really isn't that much if you can afford it. I just buy one less overpriced coffee than I would otherwise. This, plus there can be sex trafficking and exploitation issues even in the most liked popular porn sites. So some people feel more comfortable with supporting people who seem to be in a safer place. Pardon my ignorance, but couldn't that also be true of OnlyFans? Question mark? How do you know the girl isn't being forced to do it? Not calling you out. Just genuinely curious. You can generally do a bit of your own research. Many OnlyFans people also have Instagram accounts where they just post their daily lives. Possible to fake. Sure. But I doubt anyone is going to that length. At least at this point in time. Too easy to make money from people not doing their research. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this doesn't protect from spouse abuse, right? Essentially, their spouse could be forcing them. Most sites either have a sparse selection of fans or the same fan over and over. OnlyFans goes deep and wide with everything from ceiling mounted, desk, oscillating, and everything in between. Don't get me started on the leaf blade selection. Oof. It's amazing. I got very confused for a second there. I'm seeing word intimate far too often in this thread. OnlyFans isn't intimate, but it's more intimate than other porn. Is it not? But yeah, if someone thinks they are having a genuinely intimate interaction with someone they are subscribed to one of, they are delusional. There's something hot about it being a normal person just doing it. I don't subscribe to any ridiculous porn star looking girls who have porn sex. I like the normal girls. Normal, 5 layers of filters later. I have achieved normal. Macute thick as frosting on walnut cakes. Personally, I find it's more intimate and realistic. The performers are usually in their own spaces and are more comfortable. There are no lines or directors. No faking. No weirdly perfect vulvas. Less implants and fake bodies. There's hair, imperfections, and stretch marks. It's like amateur porn, but better, and you're directly supporting the performer, not the company who filmed them, the person who wrote the script, the director, or the agency who hosted their image. They're also more accessible than porn actresses / actors. Also, of performers aren't usually acting. Like with a lot of professional porn, it's not often, if ever, you can chat with Mia Khalifa, Eva Elfie, Sash Grey, etc. And don't even think about asking to commission a personal vid from those ladies. No faking. While I agree with most of your statement, there's almost certainly faking involved at some level. I'd say it's pretty much r/Godchild and all other subs like it, with a paywall, depending on who you subscribe, is wildly different in terms of content. That's what I don't get. You have no idea what you're paying for when you sub. But then again, that might be why it's successful. Reality vs expectations. I can smell transactions and the spirit of capitalism in this thread. What? OnlyFans is a worker focused as you can get. They workers are awarded near directly for their labor. It's not the workers being exploited here, it's the fans. Honestly, I bought a month from a friend, just because she's my friend, and being supportive seemed like the right thing to do. Now I'm just waiting for the next friend / acquaintance to tell me they have an OnlyFans, just so I can buy a month from them as well. So are you actually, using the content or just giving them a little monetary bump to start? I'm just wondering, because how could being a good friend could entail masturbating along to your friend's images? Both. She knows too. We're pretty casual about it, so it's not a big deal. Dude, you're lucky. That's big luck. I'm jealous. I wish I had a female friend with an OnlyFans who knew I choked the chick into her content and she supported it. If you haven't heard of a certain producer/channel on Pornhub getting into deep shit recently, let me fill you in. Basically I'm a casual porn user, 1-2x per week, and I much prefer normal sex. Fake lips, boobs, or orgasms just aren't my thing, and sadly that's a huge amount of content. Tied up or gagged? Nope. Anything with coercive or violent titles? Nope. Basically if the girl seems like my type is what I find most attractive. Versus the 40-year-old obvious veteran with quadruple D basketballs. Howling like a hyena. No thanks. So on Pornhub I started to recognize the voice of a guy across different videos or the same hotel room. I was also watching these because most of the girls were absolutely beautiful but normal. I definitely said to myself they don't look like someone who would do porn really on more than one occasion. Or they would seem totally into it. The next time I'd go to the site, one of his videos would be the recommended even. I wouldn't only watch his stuff, but I watched quite a few. Maybe 8 to 10 over the course of time. Oh how naive. Fast forward and internet world blows up about this guy's operation. The dozens and dozens of girls he and a crew member or two lured in. Physically held them in the rooms until they'd do what they want. And that Pornhub turned a blind eye to taking down his channel. I was ducking horrified. It clicked. The reason the guy's face was never shown. The reason these seemingly normal beautiful women weren't quite into it, or often weren't climaxing. The same hotel room over and over. Duck me. I can only imagine what they did to get them there. Ads for needing models. Pre-screening the ones they thought were hot enough for their real intention. Getting them to come alone to a hotel room with cameras in it for the promise of money. Just thinking about the threats or actual physical fight some of them likely put up makes me ducking sick. That's why OnlyFans. Find one or two you like, pay them your $10 measly dollars, and enjoy someone host willingly expressing themselves or hoping to pay bills. Don't provide traffic for the ad revenue that gives duck faces a platform. Where's the Tylenol? Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.